guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you some products that I don't like. This is going to be the third installment in my disappointing products video. Before I get into this video, like I always do for these types of videos, I just want to say that there is absolutely no disrespect if you like one of these products that I don't like. Truly, it does not take away from the fact that you like it or that I don't like it. Honestly, all the time I watch disappointing products videos and they talk about a product that I love so much and they completely bash it, and that's fine. Products that work for me don't always work for you and vice versa. It just is what it is when it comes to makeup. Everybody's different and all of that, and I mean no disrespect, truly. And number two, if I am using a product, if I tell you that I don't like a product for a certain reason that maybe I'm doing wrong, let a girl know, because I want these products to work. I bought them and I want them to work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to put all of my products to use. I never want to be disappointed from a product. So if I say like, oh, I'm applying it with a beauty blender and I don't like it, and you're like, no girl, that needs to be applied with a brush, let a girl know, because I will take that into account and I'll try it again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just get right. Oh, one last thing I want to say before we get into this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I never say that beforehand. I always say it after, and I feel like I should start saying it beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's just get right into this video. I've got a lot to show you because I've been building this stuff up for a while now. So yeah, first thing I want to talk about is really sad because I used this product for a pretty long time and I loved it. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. So the thing is, I love this product. I think it's absolutely stunning. I think it blends out beautifully and I love the color. I love everything about it, to be completely honest. And I was using this for a little bit. But the thing is, randomly one day, and I don't want to say it went bad because I didn't have it that long, randomly this stuff started smelling like vomit. Like actual vomit. So I put it on my hand the one day, and then I took a brush and I was blending it in with the brush, and I was like, oh my god, is this brush dirty? So I like smelled it and I was like, and I like started like gagging, literally. So I took the brush and I like put it aside and I grabbed another brush and I started doing it again. And I smelled it on my hand and it didn't smell bad. It didn't really have a smell at all. So then I start blending it again, and all of a sudden the smell starts happening again, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the most disgusting thing ever. It smelled like stomach bile. So gross. And so I came to the conclusion that it was this stuff that was smelling so bad after I rubbed it in on my hand. So it's weird because it doesn't smell when you just squeeze it out of the bottle, but yeah, it doesn't smell like anything. But then when you start rubbing it in, it actually smells like vomit, like fresh vomit. And I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't want my stomach to turn upside down, but seriously, I'll never use this again just because of that. It was so disgusting. I feel like something went wrong with it because it was fine and I love everything else about it. So another cream highlighter to talk about, and these are the Maybelline Strobing Liquids, and these are so beautiful when swatched. It's blinding when swatched, and I saw this on Snapchat and I was like, oh my god, I need that. It's so beautiful and it's drugstore. So I quickly purchased it. I purchased two colors. The 100 and 200. I'll give you a swatch of the 200 as well, which is much darker. See, it's a lot more bronzy, and I think they're beautiful, but then every single time I've tried to use them, every single time I'll blend them out into the skin, they blend out into nothing. They're just completely gone, and I'm like, did I use that, or like what happened to it? So for that reason, I really was disappointed. I think that they swatched so beautifully, but sometimes I think it's like completely so misleading to have such a blinding metallic swatch, and then when you put it on, it just completely blends out into nothing. And I was thinking maybe I'm using the wrong type of applicator for it. So I did try a beauty blender and I did try a brush. The only thing I didn't really try was my finger because I just felt like I just kind of gave up on it after that. So maybe I will give these another try. Let me know, have you tried these? Because I know that these kind of were like a lot of beauty gurus were kind of advertising for them. I don't want to say advertising, but they were kind of saying like, oh my god, look at these swatches. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of these. I'm really curious because they just did not do it for me. Next thing I have to talk about is another thing that was blown up on social media, I thought at least, was the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. And the thing is, I love L'Oreal foundations. They're actually my favorite. The L'Oreal Pro Glow and the L'Oreal Pro Matte are some of my absolute favorite foundations. I use them all of the time, for real. I wish you could see my dog right now. He's being so cute. This just did not do it for me. The thing with it is that it's the texture for me was just so bad. And when I put it on my face, it seemed to bring out the texture in my skin, which is really weird because I don't have very textured skin, but when I put this on, it looks very textured. Let me show you what the texture looks like. It's very moussey. Oh, it just went back in. Oh my god, it's just going back in. That's so weird. Okay, so let me blend this out for you. It's got a very moussey texture. Do you see that? It just didn't work for me. So I had to, I was really upset because I love the L'Oreal foundations and I thought that this one was gonna be really nice, a nice full coverage foundation, drugstore, but it just didn't work for me and I didn't hear very many good reviews from it. So I'll be curious also to let me know how you like this if you've tried it. Yeah, let me know because I did hear a lot of people like, oh my god, L'Oreal's coming out with a new foundation, and I felt like I kind of just didn't hear anything after that. So that usually means people didn't like it, but I'm just curious, how did you like this? I really want to know. It was actually in one of my videos that I tried this for the first time and my face was like what is happening? And it was in a voiceover, so I couldn't really say anything during it, but I started with a beauty blender and it definitely didn't work. It was just like wasn't sticking to the skin, and then I switched over to a brush and it did stick to the skin and it did work, but I wound up not liking how it made my skin look pretty textured. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. All right, next product I have to talk about is this Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Neruda. Am I saying that right? I think I am. It missed the mark for me because I had very, very, very high expectations because of the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper, which is the black one. I've heard so many good reviews. I've actually never tried it myself, but it's pretty much most people's favorite eyeliner, I feel like. I hear so many people say that. But the thing with this is that it is not opaque. It's pretty sheer, and if you're trying to do something with this, by the time you get to the end of the wing, it's dried out and it's like impossible to get to the bottom of. So I stored it upside down just like this so that the ink would run down and I would go back to use it and the same thing would happen. It's sheer, you just have to keep going over it, and to keep going over it, it dries out and it just doesn't really work. So as far as white eyeliner, this one completely missed the mark for me. I mean, I just think that it needs to be a more pigmented formula and it needs to be much more opaque for it to work, because with white, it needs to be white for it to work. Do you know what I'm saying? The first swatch looks good, then the second swatch looks okay, and then the third swatch is barely even there. So basically that's what I'm saying, is that it doesn't really work as far as doing a full line. And then when I try to do detail work, I've tried to use this to do like some artistic things, you know? And the foundation, like if I have foundation on over it, it just kind of completely mixes with the foundation and barely isn't even white anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? It missed the mark for me. If it's gonna be a white eyeliner, it has to be white as white can be. So yeah, I feel like I rambled on for way too long about this when you guys probably got the point right away. Okay, moving on, back to a drugstore product. This is Nuance by Salma Hayek Angled Brow Pencil, and I love this brand so much because they have my favorite foundation of all time. But I have to be honest with you, I really, really, really was disappointed with this brow pencil when I swatched it because nothing came up at all. And I feel really bad talking about this because they actually sent this to me in a PR package. So no hate to them. I love this brand so much. Like I said, my favorite foundation is from them and I continue to use that all of the time. But as far as this brow pencil, it just really missed the mark for me. Here, let me show you. Yeah. So that's as far as I can get it. That's pressing really hard, and even then you could see it's pretty blotchy and dry and crummy, and also the color is kind of off. I find in a lot of drugstore brow pencils the colors are very red. Yeah, this one, it didn't work for me, and like I said, I love Salma Hayek, but it just didn't work. This is kind of awkward because I use this all of the time, but I'm gonna say that I do not recommend this product at all. And this is the Kylie Cosmetics brush set. So like I said, I do use these brushes, that's why they look like they're used, because I use them. But I definitely do not reach for them on purpose. Usually, as you can see, they mostly have colors on them, and I don't go for colors all too often, so you could see that I don't use them that much. But the thing is with these brushes is that they just aren't great. and they weren't cheap. And I just kind of feel like when I was on her website, like this brush probably is the best one, and none of them have labels, which really bothers me because when I'm filming a tutorial, I like to be able to say which brush I'm grabbing for. This brush maybe would probably be the best one. This one, this pencil brush is like super dense and just is almost like rough. I just don't recommend this brush set. The thing is, like, there's nothing innately wrong with them. There's nothing horrible about them, but I just feel like it's one of those things that you're completely just buying to have Kylie's name on them, which is fine because honestly that's why I bought them, so I'll be straight up about it. I'm not mad at it, but the thing is, I'm just gonna say you might want to skip these. Alright you guys, so that was the last product I had to talk about for now. I can't find the rest of them. I know I had more, but it's okay. I'll have to save them for the next time. Anyways, no disrespect to you. If you like these products, please do not take it personally. I truly would want these products to work. So if you notice that I said something that maybe I'm doing wrong for these products, some way that I can get them to work, please let me know because I really do want to try to make these work. I don't want my products to not work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta spend my money on these. I want them to work. So anyways, yeah, and if you happen to be a brand that's watching this, which probably not, but yeah, no disrespect to you. I truly do not mean any disrespect. They just didn't work for me personally, and that's not your fault. That's my fault, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I make new videos every single Thursday and usually Sundays. And yeah, anyways, I will see you in my next video. Bye!